So we have a new level 420 Mythic Boss Rush day 2 farm. It's actually an extremely good farm, but you do have a little bit of an artillery strike requirement. You need at least 220 to do this efficiently, because Curator has 220 hit points, and he's the second boss, so you don't have a lot of opportunities to pick up more than that. For this comp, we're going to be running a Hook Tusk comp, using Prop Knife. It doesn't really matter what equipment you use here. You actually don't want her health to go higher though, so you probably want to avoid the first equipment. Medivh, we're using the Counter Ward. Malchezaar, we're using the Caster Slow. I believe this also doesn't really matter, but using that one anyway. And these equipment also don't matter. So we'll go ahead and get into it. So the only strict requirement is going to be the artillery strike level. And these runs go extremely quickly. All we're doing is changing Garr to blue, and then passing turns until he uses Blade Flurry, and then letting him kill everything. And then he dies to the bleed at the end of the turn. And then if we get the artillery strike, then we continue. If we don't, we retire. And there's a benefit to getting your artillery strike even higher than 220. So at 260, you'll be able to one-shot the final boss with a non-crit. And at 360, you'll be able to one-shot Avalanchan with a non-crit. So the earliest turn he seems to ever use his Blade Flurry is turn 5. So we're basically just passing until we get to that turn, and hopefully he'll use it. He did not. So now we just keep spamming in turn and dismissing these ability cards to make it go faster until we hopefully get a Blade Flurry. And there we go. Now we just do these 3 actions, and that's it. Now, if your Hook Tusk is too big, you may need to turnabout strike with her turn 1 if she doesn't die. And then he would do the Blade Flurry, she would die to that, and then you would finish off Garr with one of your artillery strike marks, like a Rogers 2-speed attack. Hit an artillery, so we'll continue. But yeah, another option would be to cutthroat your own Hook Tusk on turn 1, but then she can end up bleeding out, and it causes more animation time and all that. So I believe the easiest way to deal with a Hook Tusk that's too big is to turnabout turn 1 instead of using Cutthroat, and then just finishing off the boss with the artillery mercs instead. And this run is a win. So we've already hit 2. That'll be enough to kill this, and enough to kill the last boss. So extremely simple farm, just Cutthroat strike on 1, pass turns until you get Blade Flurry, Cutthroat again, attack with your Counter Ward, and all realities, and then you win. And then it's just up to, you have the right artillery strike levels to complete the run, and whenever you whiff, you just retire. Good luck on your runs. I'll do a few more here without speaking more. So again, the earliest he seems to use Blade Flurry is on turn 5, so you don't even really have to look at his abilities before that, unless there are exceptions to that rule. But so far, over quite a few runs, I've not seen him use it any earlier than that, and I haven't seen any reports of him using it earlier than that either. As you can see, these runs are so fast that even when you whiff here, it's just incredibly quick to get into the next run, so I believe this may be the best farm that we've ever had for Renown in the mode. So there you have it, one of the best farms we've ever had, so get your farming in while you can. Good luck.